I'm saying is, don't blame us as refugees for being in South Africa. There is some NOG that is in charge of refugees that we signed with, that we assume they are taking responsibilities of refugees. That way we look at our eyes. Not even to your government.
Okay, if I can ask you a question.
Let me finish. We are now talking because these questions will lead to...
No, I wanted to hold your mouth
yes.
there.
Yes.
Right now, as you are sitting here, are you registered in the book of refugees, or you are now a person that was helped and you're now working on your own, you're running your successful businesses? So this is what I want you to understand. When you came here, you were a refugee.
Yes.
And South Africa took you in and gave you a home and registered you. Okay, we received so-and-so as a refugee. But this is not all of your brothers and sisters do when they are let out to say, okay, this is South Africa. You can start finding work. You found work for yourself, you did well for yourself. Someone, instead of finding work, said, okay, because I ran away from my country and they killed my parents, I'm going to do the same. You must understand how South Africans are grieving. No, we are speaking of how South Africans are feeling, you understand? Mm-hmm. Like, it's not only you refugees that have come and are doing that to them. Like, I'm a South African, I'm sitting in my house is big enough, and I think, okay, maybe I can rent it out, do you understand?
Yeah.
And then I rent it out to someone who's like you, who's saying, no, I've come from my country, this and this, I'm a person, I feel for them. But when I let him in my house, he steals my stuff,
or brings
or
more
he
people,
rapes my daughter, or he does something wrong.
But
so
that's another topic.
I'm saying
for another
in this
day,
foreign, in this foreigner thing, foreigner calling each other foreigner, this foreigner that, I want you to also be in the shoes of South Africans. Because I am both. I am a foreigner, on the other side I am a South African.
Can I just
but
ask a
there's
silly
no
question?
way I can, like...
You cut
Can I ask a silly question?
talking. You should have let me finish.
Can I just ask?
That's why you shouldn't be holding this.
Can I ask Amandine? Can I ask Amandine a silly question? To what he was saying that he left his country because of war and everything. For me, I would like, for me, if I'm not happy in my house and be like, oh, if I buy that house, then I'm gonna be much happier there. And then I move to that house and find that this house is also not good for my spirit, or whatever the reason. Why am I staying there?
Okay, so we're going back to the question I was asking to go back home. Right? So I'm not happy here. I need to go back home. When I'm already African here, already home, I need to work my way out. So now that I am unhappy, I can't complain about it. I have to be quiet and just rather go home. Okay?
Amandine, let me tell you something. You know, by you telling me that you must go back home, first of all, it's like you are sentencing me to death. Because already I've fled.
But then don't complain. Just make...
How am I complaining? Who's complaining? I'm here, I'm not
complaining. Did you watch the video?
I
Did you
did.
watch the
I
video?
did. No, yes. But look here. You can't also zip your lips against someone who's coming with toy of, what do you call it, xenophobia or killing or whatsoever. You need to defend yourself. It's either by talking, stopping them, telling them, no, I'm not here to kill you guys or to disturb your peace. I'm here to look for a new home and save my life. So the other thing is, don't fight refugees. If you want to fight, let me tell you the right person to fight. No, listen here. You talk to your government. The government will go to people that they signed the contract of keeping refugees in South Africa. They will talk to them. Now, our people, they don't want refugees because there's a contract signed. There's UNHRC.
How do you know this is not a criminal?
Exactly, this is not a refugee, because some of you guys, some of the foreigners, they are coming here, they are sneaking into South Africa, they are not even in the database. So there's no way the police can go into the street
at this point,
and start holding everyone.
At this point,
I'm
listen
wearing
here.
alcohol and there's no difference. Amandine is even looking good more than I'm looking. So they will hold me. Okay.
No. Listen here. You don't need, you first of all don't need to know who's a criminal. It's not your duty.
You must differentiate differentiate.
You must differentiate. So
Not
there's
a criminal.
person there in
I say you
Kaiserslautern
must
right now
differentiate
that is
the
toy-toy.
person who-
He doesn't care about differentiating.
Look
What
here.
he wants, he
Okay,
wants to talk to you.
why do you
and
have-
understand pain.
Why do you have police around?
There's an ending to this conversation.
Why do you?
We should have part 2 of it.
That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. You go to your government and tell them your complaint of
Government is
not
also a
wanting.
criminal-
Like we told you,
Oh,
South
God.
Africa is not safe. People have done your research.
But the
Thugs in South Africa come in suits, so don't even. We will literally come like this and we'll rob this place now. Oh, by the way, we are at the Ukamba Beer Works. Shout outs for giving us the space to shoot. Moving on.
Okay, so I wanted us to tackle the idea of xenophobia. All right? So the fact that I cannot complain, all right? It's going to be something short because we're getting to the end of a video. And the fact that I cannot complain as a foreigner in South Africa.
Yeah.
Okay? Does that justify that you guys should xenophobic me?
Xenophobic attacks.
Does that justify that you guys, that I should be, what is the word? Condamné à mort?
Is that French?
Yeah. You know?
You
So,
know French. You know French.
yeah, sentenced to death, yes. Should I? Yeah, or suffer, yes, that's actually the word, yeah. You know, because I feel that the fact that we are already foreigners, we do not have like a say already in what so many things. We can't vote, we can't do any actually thing. We can't, even when we stand in the queue, we just quiet expecting one of the South Africans to say or complain about something.
So you must
and then on
understand
top of it, we're being killed. You understand? We're just trying to find our way out there.
Okay, yeah, let me choose.
It's like I said, it's complicated. It's not your land, so you can't really expect to get everything.
And
You
no
can't.
one's expecting
You
to
can't.
get everything.
Nobody is expecting to get everything. Yeah. So
I'm complaining for my life.
it's so sad. It's so sad. It's so sad when it comes to. It's so sad when it.
That's all. I don't need your
It's so-
cars. We are not even allowed to drive with the papers that we have.
So
I'm
it's-
not allowed to be
Yes.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Like I'm saying, it's so sad that it goes to a point whereby there is xenophobia attacks. That is not good. That is not nice to anybody else, because it's like you were saying that when you go to other countries you will find South African. Does that mean that they should be attacked as well? So that's the sad part. But all in all, you can't really expect to get everything wherever you are.
But at least the safety of your life.
Okay, safety. Like you were saying, it's not safe already. It's not safe already. So it's
So
complicated.
since it's one of the dangerous country, does that not justify you guys not doing dangerous things and all these people? Don't you guys want to work it out and
Danger
make it?
comes from the people. You understand? Like
Can I
what
just
say.
make also something, a very valid point? If you're talking about danger, you guys like to think we care about you. Hey, Mina, I don't care. Amandine, you know me. I don't care if you are from Congo, if you are from, like, why should I bother myself? You are not here to take my job. Yes, some people might complain that foreign nationals are here to take our jobs. But who cares? Because you got that job on merit. It's not like we were both there and then they were like, because, do you understand what I'm saying? We cannot make all South Africans look bad. I remember the first time, this is my colleague actually, when she got to the workplace the first day, I literally went up to her and I introduced myself. And she was like, oh my God, I'm not used to that. The Xhosa people. I'm like, where do you find these Xhosa people? Now, the point that I was trying to make is, South Africa is, yes, foreign nationals do play a part in the crime in South Africa. We will never take that away from the reality. But it doesn't mean the crime is only directed to you guys. There's rape, there's gender-based violence. Dude, this is just like one of the crimes. One of. It's not the only, it's one of. So you guys now make it look like the focus is that we must target these people. Do you understand?
No, but when it's xenophobic, the focus is only on foreigners.
The very same way that when it's gender-based violence and rape, we focus on that. The very same way that if it's gender-based violence, we focus on that. If it's xenophobia, we focus on that.
But taking a life of your brother or your sister just because...
Yeah, it's inexcusable.
part.
It's
So when
inexcusable.
you
It's
say
inexcusable.
such thing that it's like you classifying, I mean, the type of violence that are happening. So you are encouraging that when there's xenophobia, people must focus. Then what are you teaching, like the rest of the world?
take me out of
Meaning that when there's xenophobia, it has to be there. It's what you are saying. It has to be there.
Okay.
When
was
it
already-
comes, we must be involved
Can I-
because there you find
It was already
kids
there.
on
No,
the
no, 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 no.
streets, they are
Listen to
singing
me.
Xenophobia and stuff. Adults, even the wise people, wise men.
If you
they'll be
heard what
contributing to
Amandine
that.
said, she said that when there's xenophobia, people will target the foreigners.
Yes.
When there's gender-based violence, what do we target? Women. It's got nothing to do if you are Zimbabwean, if you are black, if you are Indian, if you are what. It focuses on women and children. So I'm not here sitting condoning any kind of crime. That would be stupid of me. I wouldn't even be sitting here. I would be out there condoning, actually doing what I think is right if you're saying I'm condoning that kind of crime. But I'm saying is, we are not saying as South African, we are only focusing on that. Yes, it is there. It's a pity. Some of us are not part of it. I've never been involved in any xenophobic. Yes, I do watch. I cannot stop because what they're going to say, oh, when you think you are better. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I don't participate in those things, but I'm not saying it's not there. And the very same way that I'm saying it's there, and we focus on that when it happens, but we are not now saying, the focus is here. Yes, for the purpose of this video, we are talking about this particular thing. But I'm saying crime has been there in South Africa. So people mustn't say, just because they come from other countries that now, like, South Africa is... We've been having these things. We've been having these things.
And also, I just wanted to sum up everything. South Africa on its own, like, no, I will even ask her for another opportunity. No, like for now, I'm just
We're
like,
taking this channel. Are we?
we are taking it. So now, I just wanted to say, maybe we can ask Amandine for a second chance because this is a burning issue and South Africa really wants clarification. People need answers. So I was saying, as for, don't expect that South Africa will never have xenophobic attack. It will always have because the foreigners are still coming in. If the foreigners were not keeping on coming in, maybe the ones that came in are still there, they would have lived with it, you understand? But they are still going to come. The generation that's growing now is still going
So
to.
in other words,
it's
for
like
xenophobia
it's
to have an
cancer.
end, the foreigners need to stop coming.
Yeah, because xenophobia, the word xenophobia, it means fear of foreigners. It means fear of foreigners.
But no,
So the fear
when it comes
doesn't.
to South Africans, only it's like fear of blacks.
No, the foreigners, unfortunately for South Africa, most of the foreigners are black. Most of the foreigners in South Africa are black. They are not white. Mostly of them, they are black. So this is why you guys think, because it's all of us blacks, there are white people right now who are being also like evicted from their farms. Do you know that is going on? They are being, their businesses taken off them. That is also xenophobia. No, the thing is why they do not get killed, because they have resources, they have money, just like what Henry said. He came and he was coming from a war zone. He's running away, you understand? He doesn't have money to come here in South Africa and get himself a safe apartment. Where is he going to go? He's going to go in a kailita full of hawkies. That is where he can afford. And there, that is where you meet people that are ready to attack you because they are not comfortable. They are comfortable to be living according amongst themselves. And they are not used that you come and then they don't know you, you understand? In locations, there's a thing of belonging. They can tell even if you are walking that this person is not from here. So don't expect it to be like, okay, it's only about you foreigners. It's not about only you. It's only about what is going on in South Africa. So you guys have been caught up in what is going on.
And also just to add on that, I have a Facebook friend who lives in Finland. She's black, she's Zulu actually. So it's crazy how she always talks about... Finland is obviously like, I think the population there is like mostly white people, populated by whites. So the very same way that Henry was saying, I'm now sort of like condoning the xenophobia, and you know, if we are saying we're focusing on xenophobic, then we're targeting these people. It doesn't necessarily mean that when people are discriminating against you, it has to be that aggressive. But there's people who get like nasty comments from white people. I'm not now making it about white people, but we also get like people, our people in other countries who are not comfortable, but they make it because they're there for a purpose. They know what they're doing there. They're not complaining, and they dude, the race is up to here. And she's like, dude, if I wasn't here to study or do or whatever purpose I'm here for, then I would have left long time ago. But because I'm not home and I want this, so I just have to, take
Swallow the
it in.
pill.
Take it in. Do you
Swallow the
understand what
pill.
I'm saying? But it's just a pity that as South Africans, we have that freedom of, if I want to slap you, there's nothing you can do. If I want to stab you, there's nothing you can
But
do.
It's
why
an
is it that there's
excessive
nothing
freedom.
that you can do? Why is it that if I feel like slapping you, there's nothing you can
I feel like it goes back to
I'm not at my
to
home.
what Henry is saying. Yeah.
Like
Not
my
at-
advice,
It really goes
my
back to what
advice
Andrew was
to, what I can say is I'll ask maybe the government, because they are the people who authorize everything. Like, if they feel like South Africa now has more than enough foreigners, they should stop allowing them in, or they should allow those they feel like this need really to be in the country. They mustn't accept everything.
Not us.
And
You
then
must fight the
what?
government,
Okay,
not
what?
No,
what-
who's
what-
supposed to fight the government?
what you
Because
are trying
us,
to say is that,
we are comfortable here.
sorry?
Being here,
Sorry?
we are comfortable.
Yeah, you guys are the
So
ones
you
complaining.
are not
What you are trying to say, you are actually trying to say that the government should close its borders, because that is stopping foreigners. Because now, so long the borders are open, you understand, they will always sneak in. We don't know how they sneak in, but these people some of them are not registered. No one put a stamp on their passport to say that they are here. You understand? Most of them are illegally here.
And
So the government.
What's your police doing on
No, the
road?
police.
They are all
Okay,
over-
okay.
all
Let
over
me
South Africa, stopping
let
people,
me
asking
let me
for
try. Let me
papers.
try.
I've been asked for
Okay,
papers
let me try.
more than five.
Okay, let me tell you on my experience. My mom is Zimbabwean. You see the Beitbridge border post. There are people who go into the Limpopo River. I've been there. I know that.
Yeah.
The police is not there. Soldiers, they take shifts to guard that area. So now the people that are in the vendor land, they are the ones helping these people to cross, because they know at this certain time the shift, they are changing shifts, so there'll be no soldiers at this certain time, and a large number cross. There's things happening in backgrounds, my guy, that you don't even know about. There are people being transported at the back of cars, of freezer cars.
Seen those-
You understand?
those videos.
Things are happening. I've been there, done that. So South African government, what it can do is just to stop the xenophobic attacks or try to be there for the foreigners. But they are also saying, no, guys, we do not have enough resources as well. If it means best, can you try and sort out your problems in your homes or in your countries? You understand?
Who
Then.
is sorting us those problems? Is it, can it
Okay,
be
can I
open
can,
stuff like Andrew
can
was
I
saying?
can I tell you? Can I confirm something here? If I am a Zimbabwean and she is a Zimbabwean and she is a Zimbabwean and we all run away in Zimbabwe, who do you think is going to sort out the problem?
Let me
So
give you an
it's
example.
us
Let
that
me
must
answer to that.
get
Let me answer
that
to
must
that.
get
For
fortified,
instance,
ne?
I'll give you
And
a
then
good
we
example
go.
from my country. Ne? DRC today, it's not being fought by people from DRC. That war is not coming from DRC. It's people from Rwanda, for example, who want to come to the east side and get gold. When they get there, they shoot, they kill, they chase people away, and they get what they want and go back to Rwanda. Today, when you go to Rwanda, they are telling you that Rwanda is now one of African countries that is producing gold that they never had before. Gold, uranium, that they never had before. Where are they getting it? In DRC. Okay, where is that fight is coming from? From neighboring countries, right? Which is African people as well. So there's organizations like, I think it's SEDEC or something, which they sit together as leaders and talk about African countries. What are they solving? Why are they not raising like issues of saying that, okay, why are we attacking ourselves and messing up our countries, and our people are going around the world or around Africa everywhere?
Yeah.
Why are they not solving that? So I don't have a power to solve that or to go back home and fight a government that have got the whole troop of army. You understand?
Can we all agree that we are being then failed by our leaders?
Yeah.
Because we might look like, as South Africans in South Africa, that, hey, we want to take, action, Tina, and kill people. But if you look at it, the African Union should be, this is now all African leaders. If they're not doing anything to make it, if they're not taking any action against all of these problems we have in Africa, who are we as South Africans to say, Tina, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is beyond us as people.
Yeah.
And it's not only South Africans, it's beyond your country, my country, all of us. Because it's there, the African Union. They're not doing anything. What are we supposed to do?
And are you? Who are you? Like, there's literally nothing that you can add.
Exactly.
Like, even if you try by all means, there's just no difference that it's gonna make. Only the government can help.
I think the biggest problem is if according to the stuff that I read about Africa and all the other African countries, South Africa has a lot of freedom. We can disrespect government, we can do anything, but you can't do that in your country. They will find you in seconds. I think the biggest thing for us is the freedom of speech, one, and we can literally just dude, we make even fun of the president and we all laugh about it like nobody cares. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No,
so I think that's where the problem is. We can disrespect and get away with things, so
It's the getting away with things
Yeah.
that is a problem.
definitely.
Yeah. Wrong things more especially.
We've reached the end of our video, and I just want to get a little close word, the last word from each and every one of you. One, let's make it 30 seconds, because you're going to go on further down.
Okay, so my final words will be, I think as people, as human beings, guys, take away culture, take away race, take away anything. Let us just respect each other. Wherever you are coming from, respect each other. Let's just respect each other so that we can live in harmony and bring up Ubuntu. So that's my final word.
Okay, my closing would be, I think first and foremost, we need to understand that South Africa is very diverse, and in that diversity, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are accommodating only South Africans, right? So I think that's a conversation we need to have as a country. Like, we need to be very accommodative or receptive of other people or nations. And I don't even like the word foreigner, actually, because when I go to, I've got friends in all African countries, so I don't want to get there and be like, hey, kwere, this, that. It's such ugly words. It hurts. So I plead all South Africans to just like educate yourself if you don't know these things, as Bianca did mention where the word comes from. So just educate yourself and just love one another, because that's all we need in this life. Just love.
Okay, as for my last words, guys, I don't want to fight. I don't want to do anything. But what I'm trying to say, as foreigners, can we also be in the shoes of South Africans? It's people that have been invaded in their homes, people that have been robbed of some of their valuable lifestyles. They used to have this home on their own. They used to be a people that didn't have to be of different characters, because now it gets so difficult. Like, I get into a taxi and I say Molo Sisi, and then you just look at me, you're not replying. So these are their cries to say, we no longer know this home. This home is full of foreign people. Imagine it's like a child who you have taught to speak your language. Suddenly they come cousins from the UK. I am an example of that. My cousins came from the UK and I didn't even know one English word. Do you know what I used to speak? I used to that was the English that I used to, because it was foreign and I wanted to play with them.
My last word to be addressed to especially South African and all black people as we are. Let's love each other. That's the first thing. Because where there's love, I don't think there will be fights. Secondly, South African must understand that not all foreigners or refugees are here to destroy their honey or whatsoever that they call it. No. Some of them, they are here to look for life, and save their life actually from wherever that they are coming from. It doesn't mean that we are here forever. As soon as things get well to our countries, we are not also enjoying being far from our families and stuff. We'll go back, but just it has to be in the right way and the right time as well. Thank you.
As for me, what I would like to say to all South Africans is one thing that I will never understand first is the fact that when there's xenophobic, it mostly affects us blacks when colored people are supposedly also supposed to be called blacks, but they never participate, or maybe there's a few number that participate into the xenophobic attack. So I don't know why it has to do only with the black skin color among ourselves. So that's one thing that we need to work on it as well. I think educating our brothers and sisters as well on how to love each other and how to understand why we come here in the first place. And then secondly, we come into a conclusion as well that our leaders in our countries or African countries and continent as well, we are failing our people. Like we are failing, the citizens. Because if my country was fine, I wouldn't have been here in the first place. So there's something not working right there that the government needs first to sort out. All right, and then if I get to come here, and I also expect South African government also to explain, educate also their people that the reason why foreigners are here and how they should welcome them. Well, anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done that. We'll catch you guys real soon. Cheers.
Bye.